welcome to Larisa Lili Temperance. This is your general read for the month of April. This is for anyone, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the sign of Cancer. Also know this is a general read, you guys, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But I always do feel, like I always say, there is a gem for everyone, or some guidance of some sort for everyone. So we're just going to begin. You guys know I've been still needing to preserve with all these shifts that has happened, and my energy's just been, guys, I'm in finance, so it's a rough season. First quarter is always the toughest for me, so I'm energetically balancing the stress of that, and then of course trying to always come to you guys, and I always want to make sure I protect and preserve my energy when I'm here with you. So those who are new to my channel, I always channel messages prior. I meditate on all the signs, especially for the general reads. I actually meditate on them prior, so I always have channel messages of where spirit would want, these reads to go, and just highlights of things that need to be focused on. My readings are timeless, so do take that into consideration. Everyone's timeline is very different, although I am reading in the now because I always speak in the now, but it's because I'm feeling them in the now. Okay, so channel messages for you, Cancer, was clear your space emotionally, physically, spiritually, and financially. A little quiet time will serve you. Life is weighing on you, and it's time to rejuvenate your internal world. And your branches are running dry, so it's time to water your roots. So let's see what else Spirit adds to these channel messages. I will reiterate them during the read, and so let's just begin. So we're gonna pull what you need to surrender, Cancer, for the month of April. Spirit, give me what Cancer needs to surrender for the month of April. That's too many. Cancer needs to surrender. It's Cancer. Is that one? Yes. We'll pull a few overarching messages here. We'll pull a full moon message as well. So let's see, Cancer. Wow, surrender to complete healing. I can't remember what other sign. Who else got this? I can't remember. One of the other signs also got this. So open fully to the loving compassion forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. I mean, all right. So I love how Spirit channels these. Guys, I usually channel messages prior. Like, I've already had these channel messages a week ago. I just couldn't get to your readings. And so I always then sit back and sit with the messages they give me also prior to opening the video. So first channel message, that's why Spirit is saying clear your space emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially. And here it's about clearing space. So I feel like surrendering to complete healing is about the clearing of the space that they want you to do. Open fully to the loving compassion forces of the universe that support you physically, emotionally, spiritually. So this is to clear, is to open up. And so I think this is beautiful. I think that just confirms where they're going to be going with this message. So Spirit, give me a power perspective for Cancer, please. It's too many. All right, Spirit, fine. We've got deep within your soul is a door that opens into a world of wonder. And this is about the internal world, right, that they want you to work on, right? Life is weighing on you, and it's time to rejuvenate your internal world. So deep within that soul is the rejuvenation you need. With a ticking time bomb for a heart, even a hug feels like an attack. And this is for some of you who do still need that healing, due to past memories still probably re-triggering. So there is some re-triggering happening for some of you. Magical people bring out the magic in people. And this is recognizing that once you're healed, you also bring about the best in people around you. So I think that's something to definitely, always consider. And I think just overall, you know, that energy, if you're taking, for those who are taking time bomb, if you're in that energy and doing to life waiting on you. So again, you guys, I forgot to mention this, I will not be including love in this read this month, but if it sneaks in, it sneaks in. My general reads are for finance, career, and personal growth. And usually it's not specific, but it's everything in that area. So, you know, for those of you who have had stress factors in the financial spectrum in your home where there are just too many burdens and it's weighing on you through this, you know, on your emotional body and mental body, that you're spazzing at people probably. And it's, you know, Cancer, it's okay to be upset. I think people don't realize it's not a negative thing. People make emotions to be negative. What emotions are is to be processed. And so that is something I think as adults we need to learn how to do, is to process them, to observe them, and to ask ourselves why we feel them versus being reactive, and you know, and so learning to respond better when we're in a space. So let's see another overarching energy here. You know, and that's why Spirit is saying deep within your soul is a door that opens into a world of wonder. And so it's because it's time for quiet time. If you're spazzing, if you're mad, for those who are in that energy, it's just time to just stay quiet for a while and go within and heal what's inside. Self-esteem. I possess gift of the soul that benefit me and others. And so this is obviously confidence level. And of course, if there are hindrances and shifts happening within your home and your finances, or personally, internally struggles, because I feel like this is an internal struggle, which is why Spirit is saying it's time to, I think the rejuvenation of Cancer. I think the rejuvenation of your internal world is probably going to be the highlight of this read, because it affects all the other decisions you may make. And so getting your emotional body really aligned and just at a manageable space, right? Because we're never 100% healed. You know, we've always got stuff we're processing and mad at or whatever, and it resurfaces, but it's how we transmute them every time. They're supposed to get better and better, not worse and worse. And that should be our goal to ourselves. So let's see what the full moon energy for you is, Cancer. Oh, Cancer, I'm not taking all this. You guys got a lot going on. I'm gonna give it one more shuffle, Spirit. Just a clear message. I know you guys have. It's a lot, I see, Cancer. It's a lot. What else? For these Cancers I'm tapping into. Give me one full moon energy. Thank you, Spirit. So we have, you are very close to achieving your goal. Perfect. And that is the transition. So it's all coming to an end. It's all coming to a shift. And knowing that whatever that goal is for you, it's always a transitional period, but towards what you want. So let's pull the energy cards. Do know, guys, this, like I said, this may not resonate for everyone, but I know my reads can go very profound, and may not be well received by some, because sometimes I get wow, Strength card wanting to pop out, and that's just the courage, the enlightenment required for this transmutation of what's happening within you. But back to what I was saying, these reads will not always be for everyone. So I know my channel is for those who are looking, it's basically for those who are looking for personal growth, that you will be getting here. I don't focus on toxic positivity. That's not who I am. I've learned from lots of hard lessons, and my initiation to this journey was through the pain and the lessons, like extremely hard lessons, to be able to tap into the full moon, the moon energies of people, or the collective. So that is my gift. Okay, so let's pull a energy for finance, 2 energies for finance and then for personal growth. Spirit, give me the energies for finance and career for Cancer, please. Okay. Strategy, and I love it. Look at this, yin yang. And this is about balance. 22 is about balance. About choices as well. So strategizing choices. What I love with strategy is 21. 2 and 1 is a 3, which means it's that's Empress. That's the Empress number. It's expansion. So understanding the balance required for you to move forward for this next stage, this next level in your life, to be able to expand. But things need to be dealt with first to continue to move forward. But this is really great energy. Yin and yang. Are you kidding me? Spirit, give me more. Maybe from personal growth. So we have appreciation, patience, and contracts. And so what I'm feeling is this is the healing, appreciation, finding being in a space of gratitude of where you're at currently and showing yourself compassion towards this transition. Right now with the contracts, I just feel closing of cycles, but also harmonizing your life to a new cycle. And this is going to require the patience, right? This is not anything that has to do with your healing. Your transitions are never easy energy. Bottom of that is the happy family and victory. And this is, to me, and what I'm feeling is just, this is the foundation. 4 is the Emperor number. So you know how I said here is the Empress number with the 2 and the 1. This is 4 Emperor number, which is, you know, finding the stability within through experience, re-establishing your foundation and how that's going to look like. All right, so let's pull some more tarot, Cancer, for these energies. Spirit, give me more for these energies for finance and career, wise strategy, and yin and yang here. You know, and what I love too, this is consecutive 21, 22. So this is progression. There is progression here, right? There's progression here. Spirit, give me more on these energies, finance and career for Cancer. So we have emotional loss, crown chakra, and triumph, which is the Chariot. What I love about this energy here is you have 5, which is change, and 2 sevens, which is your spirituality, your relationship to spirit, to source, to the universe, and understanding your responsibility. You're co-creating with source. It's self-mastery too, gaining self-mastery every time. So these cycles happen, right? This balance, this needing to balance ourselves, right, in all aspects of our life, physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially, is just a cycle in life, depending what's presented to us and what lessons we're learning at that time. And so this is definitely a change right now. With the Chariot is about progression towards, you know, for some of you, because this is finance and career, this is progression towards a new opportunity, right? Moving forward, financial stability, finding that stability. Again, wow, obstacles and challenges of 5, and throat chakra of 5. And then here we go again with a 4, Emperor number, which you had here as well. So this is everything to do with the challenges within your foundation and your stability of your home, the physical aspects of where you're at in life. And that's why I'm saying getting a hold of your emotional body is extremely important to how it's going to reflect in your financial and physical aspect of your life. Because if we're struggling internally, then we're not going to have the best of days, right? We're going to have off days. We're going to have those off days where we're like, where where we're just so upset, we probably buy ourselves something just for a small gratification, right? Or we'll spend a whole month eating out and spending versus cooking us a healthy meal and preserving our funds. But it's because we do it out of stress and convenience, because we're so overwhelmed internally that there's just not enough energy for us to, do what we have to do. And so that's why the strategizing and the balance is important here, because even if you are, and I'm that is an example I gave, but for some reason I'm feeling that some of you may experience some of those transitions where you're just like, out of convenience you overspend, and then you feel guilty of the overspending. So if you do have that experience, for some of you, because it's not all of you, if you're having that experience, Cancer, do know that observe those experiences and do better. And that's all you can do. Observe those experiences, and while you're doing, be honest to yourself of how you're putting yourself in those predicaments, right? And what is it that's draining you that it's just really robbing you from your life force. I'm feeling solar plex healing here, because this is about your life force and why you wake up in the morning to live to begin with, right? It's that channel message that I received. So that last channel message was your branches are running dry, time to water your roots. And that's what this feels like. Your roots are needing to be watered, so you can improve the other aspects of your life. So let's pull some more here. Spirit, let me get the energies here for personal growth for Cancer. Appreciation, patience, and contract. So I love the first card that came out was positive movement forward. And this is the 8 of Pentacles. And this is progression. This is also the number 8. So you guys may see progression coming up. Wow, and you have another 8 here. That's what we're going to talk about. Some coming up from here to the summer. Lots of shifts. Do pay attention to the cosmos. I know there's a lot of shifts happening. I don't have them off the top of my head at this moment. But especially we have a solar eclipse happening. No, it's a lunar eclipse, I believe, in June. So it strikes change, and usually you feel them a month in advance. So we will be feeling them soon in May, but that brings about change. And maybe some of you will see this shift in the summer. We're talking about July and August. In terms of when you finally take these initiatives to progress, to move forward, to look within, to take the time for you, but this is about working on it. 8 of Pentacles, working on it, right? Being patient with yourself, being an observer of these cycles, these contracts you may have with people, work, family, right? Family can drain the crap out of you. So we have here memories of love, which is, yes, the past. And this is the healing, right? Emotional withdrawal, walking away. So this is, and being honest with you with the triumph and success, which is the Ace of Swords. So the complete surrender to this healing, whatever it is that's probably remaining in your emotional body from the past, you need to kind of just look at it and say goodbye, right? Deep within your soul is a door that opens into a world of wonder. And your soul is asking, self-esteem. It's your soul is desiring to benefit from this healing. And that's why it's, you're very close to achieving your goals. So for those who do acknowledge and who've been doing the work, remember, all of you are in different timelines. Some of you are further in the healing. Some of you are starting, wherever you are in your space. But the progression is here. And some of you are far along where you're like, oh my God, I'm so ready to move forward. But you're acknowledging, and now you get to give yourself a pat on the back, for your work. And you deserve that. You deserve to acknowledge yourselves. You deserve to acknowledge, how far you came along with you physically being aware and paying attention to your emotional body and your needs to be able to make these changes in your life, right? Right, spiritual strength here on the bottom, a 9, which is the self, and a 9 is also completion. So there is definitely a lot of completion happening here, closing of cycles, and it's within your internal battle. It's within you that needs to also happen for them to finalize. And, you know, people say, well, I already moved on from this, I'm over that, but what's happening within inside you also has to close out. And so if we're still thinking about it, you know, for example, I'm going to give an example, Cancer, like sometimes in the comments, you know, I'll get some people be like, this person, oh my God, I walked, you know, it's an energy they feel when they see the reading, especially my love readings, not so much general reads, but my love readings, where they'll be like, oh, I walked away from this person 4 years ago. Why are they in my energy? And people don't normally ask, what made you click on the video to begin with, when it's a title probably triggering an emotion of your past. And those are things, this is the taking the step back that needs to be taken, right? Because if you're clicking on a video of someone that triggers an emotion of something that happened to you 4 years ago, that is a clear indicator that internally your spirit hasn't closed that cycle. And it's just an example, right? You know, but that's a process. That is a process, because healing takes time, and we need to be compassionate to ourselves for that. So let's see, Spirit, what is the strategy here for finance and career? Give me more on the strategy here for Cancer. The Star. And again, this is healing, right? But this is not losing hope. So making plans, I really feel also making plans with the Star, because things are aligning for you. And that's what I'm saying, pay attention to the cosmos, Cancer, because things are beginning to align. But in order to align to the Star, to the north node of the new direction and the new cycle you need to turn to with this balance, this yin and yang, once you're healed in this balance, you need to also be open to it as well. Spirit, give me more on this crown chakra. And it will be a new career, maybe even relocating to a whole new place. Crown chakra. We have 7 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, another 5, right? We have the emotional loss here with the 5 of Cups. Now we're seeing the 5 of Pentacles. With the crown chakra, which here is a 7. 7 of Swords is a 7. And so this is the self... right, 5 of Pentacles is the abandonment issues. This is also the feeling of lack. And so there is a repeat, I feel, in the mind, the struggle, where it also has to be healed, right? Clear your space, right? The channel message, clear your space, emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially. Pentacles are also financial. The feeling of lack has to be also closed out and really brought into some level of balance, where you, again, with this appreciation card, are giving yourself a pat on the back for the small accomplishments you have. You know, not really coming from a place of, well, what am I missing? What else do I need to do? You know? So Spirit, give me more of this triumph here with what's this Chariot energy? Triumph. Yeah, fire energy, the Queen of Wands. And this is, you know, the Queen of Wands represents the soul. And so Cancer, it's about embodying this Queen of Wands vibrancy energy, where within your soul, you know that in order to make this change with the Chariot to push forward, you need that vibrancy. It needs to be awakened. It's not going to awaken on its own. And having to come out of this place of lack in your mind in order to shift to action with the Chariot, with the energy of the Queen of Wands, it's how the shifts are going to be made. It's how you're going to find that new job. It's how you're going to make that transition. It's how you're going to open your passion, because the Wands is about the soul, the things that fuel your soul, the passions within your soul. So even hobbies, right? Really opening the gate to living life differently. And the Queen of Wands is confidence, right? So you no longer suffer the self-esteem and the insecurities of these transitions, because now you've once you heal, there's a level of peace of mind that comes with the healing. And the Queen of Wands is the most confident queen, right? She's just so vibrant. Her confidence is like through the roof, gender aside. All right, so let's see now on this personal growth, because I do feel there's a lot here. Let's see what this patience is here. Spirit, give me more on this patience. Yeah, 6 of Wands. And this is harmonizing. All the self-sacrificing that needed to be made. The habits, right? Your habits, the change in who you hang out with, how you, the shifts in your connections, right? In your interactions with your family. Like, there's a lot of setting groundwork, I feel, of choosing you. And 6 is choosing love, not fear. And so a lot of the blockages that you may have felt because of the connections you had, again, family, friends, and even significant others that you held on, your identity held on due to the fact that you love these people, you care for them, but it was an identity you held on that probably wasn't, once you released them, you realize, oh, they really weren't a part of me, and I'm setting myself free. I'm choosing love, not fear. I'm choosing me. And so that's what I'm feeling here. Give me more of this contract here. Yeah, 9 of Swords. It was just too much stress. There was a lot of holdback, a lot of eating away at you, right? Physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Sleepless nights, stressing, what to do next. Why do I stick around? Do I need these people in my life? Do I not need these people in my life? These contracts, this is an evaluation to the stress added from them, how they interfered with your confidence level, put you in the space of lack where you probably resisted, maybe even helped certain people financially that you didn't need to help financially, that you would be doing well 10 steps forward, and then out of the kindness of your heart, because you love these people, right, this bondage you had, would take advantage, and then they wouldn't appreciate. You would see that they don't even appreciate what I'm giving them. And so at this point, this appreciation is to give to you. This appreciation here is also a number 15, 1 and 5 is 6. So again, setting yourself free, I feel. Choosing yourself right now. And releasing the past here, again, with another number 6, right? With the memories of loss. So this is about, I feel, walking away, working on just letting go of those burdens that honestly just been holding you back in your life. So Spirit, give me more on this positive movement forward. 8 of Pentacles. Look at that Empress. She comes out, like I said, and the Chariot again. So you have the Chariot again, the Empress, which is that strategy, that healing energy that's needed for this Ace of Wands, this new beginning. Again, energy of fire with this Queen of Wands. Same energy here, you guys. To be able to activate this shift. That's what Spirit is saying. So most of you have worked on this and have been doing it, and you see the light at the end of the tunnel. Some of you are in a different stage where you're still working on it, and this reading should empower you to know and give yourself that pat on the back that, yeah, I'm doing a good job. I am taking back my life, and what I create from here on is for me. What I create from here on is going to contribute to the growth of what I want my future to look like. Chariot, Ace of Wands, your soul that speaks to you, that brings healing, and that is in alignment to your soul in this timeline of the Empress, but also in this high frequency of the Empress, because being the Empress is to be ultimate frequency in terms of your energy in the healing. The Empress is completely healed. The Empress now operates out of grace. The Empress is not reactive. She's learned and lived. But she went through stuff, you know. But she's learned and lived. And then bottom of this, I love it. We have the Ace of Cups, choosing love, not fear. Again, death. And this is just awakening to your heart and what you want for once, healing that for a rebirth, to live differently now. Okay, so I really don't feel like we have to, I feel like the message is very clear. We're going to pull just a clarifier for this triumph and success. Give me this Ace of Swords, because I feel like the message is extremely clear and I don't want to beat it down, of what this transition is. Yep, beautiful. This Ace of Swords with justice. Like, that's it. This is the honesty to you, and this is the justice to you, knowing that you did the work here with the Eight of Wands, and now it's time to bring change in your life, and change is happening fast with the Fool, which is a new beginning, because this is about your Ten of Cups, full happiness. This is about you. This is you. This is it. Like, this is beautiful, Cancer. You are choosing you. Justice is here. Life is here. The Fool is here. You are going to be happy with, once you like close this door. You don't need to hold on to this stuff. This is guidance for someone who knows that they've done what they needed to do, and that's why Spirit is saying you're very close to achieving your goal. So this Ten of Cups is like right around the corner. The Justice is here because you've been paying attention and you've been living in self-awareness. And just a little more quiet time for some of you will help with the rest of the transition. So here we are. Oh, love it. The Fool again. These are my major arcanas. I like to always pull a major. If you're new to my reads and you haven't seen my general reads, I love to pull a major arcana shift for the month. And so the major arcana shift here is the Fool, a new beginning. You're at the beginning of a wonderful journey. There's no need to have any fear. As guardian angels, that's what I'm saying. The 6 really does feel you choosing your love, not fear, love for you. As guardian angels walk beside you every step of the way, you have unique gifts to offer the world. If you will just free yourself from that which holds you back, new opportunities will present themselves if you truly believe. And this is it. I think Spirit is definitely clarifying it. And come on, Spirit, give me more on this energy, Spirit. Thank you. The guidance. What is the guidance? Guidance for Cancer, please. I'm going to pull another guidance here. Wow, dark night of the soul. So even the darkest night will end and the sun will rise again. This painful time will eventually pass and will reward you with a new and improved you. Everything will be all right in the end. And people have to understand this dark night of the soul in life comes in cycles. So we're always processing, you know, how I said in the beginning of the read, like we're always processing emotions. We're never 100% healed. So allow yourself to embrace the stages and the cycles of when we revisit pain. But again, it's about transmuting it and just learning to shift out of that energy, like the Empress here, to shift out of that energy quickly. And the Empress shifts out of the energy quick. She doesn't sit in pain anymore. Like she's learned, right? And so even if she does, she doesn't mean she doesn't experience pain. She just doesn't sit in pain. So that's a big difference. Precious time. The Fairy of Time wants you to experience every moment fully to make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste yours or others' time either. And like I said, that special, you know, that channel message. Clear your space emotionally, physically, spiritually, and financially, right? A little quiet time will serve you. So this is about you rejuvenating and being mindful of who and how you're using your time as well. And allowing your time to heal and to just completely like close certain chapters. That's what this is leading you to. So, Cancer, this is your read. I love you. Thank you for stopping by here at Larisa Lili Temperance. Please like, share, subscribe, click that bell button if you enjoy my frequency. But with that said, live always relentlessly and striving aspiration. This is the evolution of your soul, and I'm here to nurture you. On to next message. Bye.